My name is Don Lakin. I coached at WF West for 32 years and coached many runners. I coached many throwers, jumpers, and so on. I was a runner myself. There are times when you're in a race and it's hot, you don't feel good, whatever. Some circumstances will come into your life and it's really a tough one. Those are the times when you find out really what you're made of. It's in those situations where you're there for a purpose, and that is to do the best you can do. And it doesn't matter whether you're first or 50th. If you do the best you can do, you win. One of the experiences I had was running a marathon in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it was well over 100 degrees, and it was just tough conditions. I can remember coming close to the finish line. I was in 4th place. I was so tired, so dehydrated, that my goal setting had to get down to the basics. I've always been a real believer in goal setting because it works. People who really are achievers are people who continually reset goals. There was one point where there was a stretch limousine at the side of the road parked, and my goal was to get from the back of that limousine to the front of the limousine. I still had probably 300 or 400 yards to go. So goal setting got down to the very nth degree, if you will. And sometimes a person gets to that point where you just are out of gas. But the finish line was in sight and there was no way I was not going to get there. Many times when we set goals in life, if we do it right, we will set goals that are going to stretch us. And when we set goals that are going to stretch us, we do things that we are amazed at when we look back at them later. Things do not happen without plans, without goals, without stretching ourselves. And the thing that I want to emphasize most is resetting goals is a very wise and very, very successful way to achieve great things. So when a person, even though they have difficulty, finishes whatever they have set out to do, there's always a sense of accomplishment. Maybe the time frame will be different, maybe the means to which it's achieved is different, but when a person completes what they choose to do, what they know they should do, there's always a reward that you cannot put a price on. When our life is over, that's not the end of the story, because we leave a lot of things that will live on. And so what we accomplish throughout our life, yes, maybe it's important to us, yes, maybe it's important to others then, but what can we accomplish that will be important for others 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 5 generations from now? Sometimes races are really tough, really, really tough. And when you do the best you can do, you always win if you give your best.